Welcome back to Beyond Cameras with CAMERAjOINT, the podcast every creative is meant to be on. I am Joy Finesse, and I'll be your abled host. Today we have an interesting topic to talk about. But before then, I want to introduce you to my talented guest. He is Mike Samuel, also known as I am Smazzi. Hello, Smazzi.
Hi, my name is Mike Samuel.
Yeah?
Popularly known as Smazzi.
Yeah?
Yes, I'm a portrait and fashion photographer, and yet to known as a wedding photographer.
Thank you so much for honoring our guest. I reached out to him and was just like, yeah, sure, I'll be. I begged him, sure, boy. He said he will come, and thank you so much for coming into the studio.
You're welcome.
Okay, so today's topic, we'll be discussing the underexposure of Nigerian photography based on, we've seen a lot of things happening in the community, people talking, throwing jabs at photographers, especially Nigerian photographers. And it's just something we felt, okay, let's talk about it. Let us not just rant about it. Let people also learn about it. And that's why we brought Smazzi on, because he is a photographer, and I think he understands the community enough to have this discussion with us. So yeah, first off, it's known that Nigerian photographers are not like rated as much as, and a lot of reasons why they are not rated, or we'll call it underexposed, to use photography terms. So why do you think Nigerian photographers are not rated as much as in the community?
Okay, so I always say because there is no structure.
Okay.
No structure yet. And also because of the previous legends that we had.
Okay.
You know, photography before was not really rated.
Generally, or just in Nigeria? Or?
Let's say in Nigeria.
Okay.
It's not rated in Nigeria. And it's because, those that started photography on the streets, they still remain the way they were then.
Use your words. What do you mean? Explain. Break it down.
Okay. So, today's photographers,
yeah,
they are young photographers. But then we had older people doing photography then. Okay. And the way people see them then, they didn't really appreciate them. They just see them as a roadside photographer. Oh yeah, come and take me and my family, and all. So I feel like that is still have its way into the industry in a way. Like people still see photographers in that light.
Okay.
They still see photographers in that light, like, okay, is it not just photography? I mean, I can easily get anybody from the street to come and take me a picture.
Yeah, people are not seeing photography as a profession yet. This is more as hobby and all of that.
As a hobby.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So, I feel like if we have a structure. And when I mean structure, I mean, we even have structure already because, there are some classes like master classes, beginner classes. So from there, those who are taking the classes, I feel like they can build a community of people that rates themselves high.
Okay.
So when they rate themselves high, I feel like the journey can start like that.
Okay.
So, okay, let's say maybe I went for a photographer's workshop, and then the photographer is giving me everything that I have to know about how I should position myself as a photographer. So then, before I was working with my own mindset, my own way of doing business.
Yeah.
But when I go for his class, I now have his own idea.
Okay.
And then his own idea, I will use it to run my own business.
You develop it and make it something.
And make it something.
Yeah.
And, of course, he's a famous photographer, so I'm not yet known. So I will just have to balance it. There's a way I will balance it, but then I won't be like before anymore.
Yeah, you take his own and what you knew already, mix it together and create something.
Yes.
New
And then I'm kind of more better than previous.
Yes.
So the goal is to grow. That's the goal. Not to remain the way we used to be. And then the more we grow, the industry is growing. The industry is growing already. Photography was not appreciated like this then. Yeah. But now, like, people are now appreciating photography.
But don't you think the pace is just too slow? Okay. For where we are right now, we have social media, we have phones, we have cameras, we have everything like at our beck and call. why is our photography not as loud? I mean, our music is out there, even our fashion. Because if you are talking about those photographers, I mean, take for instance our way of dress, our fashion. I mean, fashion was already there. Like now, see the way people want to buy Nigerian made, they want to do all of that. So why is it so slow? Why is it that I don't understand? Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes,
Like,
I get you.
We're not pushing. It's like the same set of people that are doing well are still the level. So whenever you want to do photography or something, wedding, you know one person you're calling.
Exactly.
You're not looking for... Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Okay,
so why do you think it's still slow? Because you're talking about the fact that, oh, we're already getting there. But the pace is just too slow. Do you understand?
Okay, so there's the problem. I also have that problem.
Okay.
The problem is that we don't have a style. We don't have styles. Like, let me say, like we have the same pattern. Everybody wants to shoot like this guy.
Okay.
Because he's a reigning guy. And then, you know, when everybody wants to shoot like him, and then a client reached out to that guy and it's too expensive. So they look out for a second option that still look like him, but then in a cheaper rate. So we don't have people with different styles or uniqueness. Let me just say that.
We lack uniqueness.
Yes, we lack uniqueness. So I was saying it the other day, on my story, I was just ranting on the other day that, you know, the reason why some people will hire a photographer from another country to Nigeria is because of they saw something in that photographer that is different from Nigerian market.
Okay.
Yes. And then the photographer came and then the guy delivered. When I saw the work, it was different from what we take in Nigeria. I mean, a wedding picture, this guy was using natural light all through.
I think I know who this is for, but why don't we mention names to protect for anonymity? Okay.
Yes.
I think yeah, because actually after the whole wedding thing, I saw it and I was like, okay, fine. Actually, like you said, I don't think we have photographers that can deliver, but now that I'm saying it and I'm hearing what I'm saying, I feel bad because is that really true? Because even if you say, oh, we all have the same styles, I think there are still photographers out there that still have different styles, right? It's not everybody that shoots the same way. But whatever reason for someone to leave the entirety of Nigeria, you couldn't find one person, two persons, or even three photographers that you would pay that money to, and they will still deliver. Another thing is that I want us to mention and talk about is, coming from a photographer, is it because they think, let me rephrase it. Now, the amount we heard that was paid to that foreign photographer to come in, is it like nobody in Nigeria charged that amount? Or let me rephrase it again. Could it be that because Nigerians don't charge that much, people think you cannot deliver? Because we have this perception or this perspective that once you are charging so high, guy, you'll be delivering mad stuff. So what do you think about that? Do you think it was the case that nobody in Nigeria could deliver? Because what you are saying is that you saw. So think it again. Think it. Because I can name photographers in my head that, okay, fine, they can actually do, to be honest, better. And I'm not even trying to be like, do you understand what I'm trying to say? Yes. So think it. Don't you think there are photographers in Nigeria that can actually pull off even better than that guy? Or you don't think it's all just hype?
I don't think it's hype. It's worth it. The guy is good.
This is all I
mean, this guy, I admire this guy so much. Like, I really want to shoot like him. But then, I tried. I couldn't achieve the kind of what he does. I couldn't. Why? Because this guy bet his thing by himself. He didn't copy anybody. He betted it by himself. But most photographers in Nigeria, we pick from this one, 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 and then we join it, and then we... So we could easily see...
No, is that not what you were saying earlier, that when you learn from a master class,
yes,
you add your own thing?
Yes.
So are you now saying that, is Smazzi saying that when we go for master class, many people do not add their own thing, they just do it same way? Because if you say that, then that means people should stop going for master class or doing master classes.
No. See, when you go to a doctor, you don't tell the doctor that, doctor, I need you. Even when you ask the doctor that, doctor, I need you, the doctor will ask you, what do you need me for?
Okay.
So when we are going for master class, what do we need the master class for?
But what if I don't have anything and I'm going there because I just want newness? Like, I don't have any idea what I'm doing. I just want to, do you understand? Because I know there's a photographer out there, a very big celebrated photographer, that there's another person that is doing almost the same as what the person is doing. Like, if you look at the person, if you don't check the watermark, you will not know that this is the person that created it. And I understand that it lacks originality. For me, it lacks originality. But don't tell me that there was no photographer in the whole of Nigeria, because he also talks about the question I asked: why are Nigerian photographers underexposed? Are you telling me there's no fashion photographer in Nigeria right now that stands out enough to deliver? Answer that question first. Do you think about it? Is there no fashion photographer out there? Because fine, when you say fashion, lifestyle. So are you saying maybe lifestyle? Abi? There's a difference in the two, fashion and lifestyle. You
fashion and
that.
Lifestyle. Yeah.
But don't you think there is a fashion or lifestyle photographer out there that could have delivered, leading to exposure? Do you understand? So answer that question.
Okay, so I mean, there are people that they are good, but see, you can't compare it with that guy. One thing you should know is this: when a client reached out to you, the client knows what she wants or what he wants, and they could easily pick out of the multitude what they want. Do you get it now? So this guy has positioned himself well enough for anybody to reach him, anybody, globally. Do you get it now? But a Nigerian photographer whereby he's positioning himself as a Nigerian photographer, not everybody that can reach out to him. Why? Because you can easily know Nigerian picture. Do you know that? You can easily know that if Nigerian photographer took this picture.
No. Okay, fine. I'm listening to you.
The reason why I said that is because I feel like we still have the same pattern of editing. This skin tone still looks the same, only for those that do black and white. The same lighting is the same.
But lighting, okay, continue.
I said something about that guy, that he came and shot wedding with natural light all through. A Nigerian photographer will never try that. He will still use strobe.
No, because a Nigerian photographer has not done that doesn't mean a Nigerian photographer cannot do that.
Agreed.
But do you know that it is not the natural light that made this person call this person to come to Nigeria?
I know.
So because another thing is that if this same person, because of the platform this particular person have, imagine she had hired a Nigerian photographer to pull this job and the person had delivered. But because you people have underrated Nigerian photographers, you come out to still say skin tone looks the same. Because I beg to differ. Our skin tone looks the same. Like, editing doesn't look the same. But
70% does.
Not 70%.
Or 80%.
You're even saying 80%.
It's true.
No, I don't think so because I feel like it was a very big slap on the community. A lot of people still talk about it subtly and say, why? Because I checked it, and another reason why I would agree with you, let's hold on, is because to a very large extent, she is a designer.
Yes.
And then the photographer that was brought in and all of that is like the top, he's like a top designer, like
the top fashion photographer.
So now, I think before we continue, so that I don't make mistakes, explain what you think lifestyle and fashion photography, or lifestyle and fashion, photography actually means. Because when I say lifestyle, I think it's the same thing, than with fashion, to be honest. But now, I think to think about it, I don't think they are the same thing. So what exactly, before we continue, what exactly is the difference between fashion and lifestyle photography?
Okay, so lifestyle has to do with a certain an individual.
Okay.
Why fashion is not really the individual. It's the product.
Explain better.
So fashion is all about the product, which is what I'm selling.
Okay.
Lifestyle is the person selling himself. Like the individual I'm taking. I'm selling the individual I'm taking.
Keep going. I think I'm almost there.
So if someone comes to hire me and say, bro, I would like you to take me some pictures.
Okay.
Me some pictures. Not, I would like you to take my outfits.
Okay.
Do you get it? Take me some pictures. So me as a lifestyle photographer, I know that I have to ask that guy, okay, where are you using? Where do you want to take your pictures? What outfit are you wearing? So I will have to, so when I have those details, I can think about how to make the most of what we have.
So in lifestyle, sorry to cut you, but in lifestyle, the background matters or not?
The background matters.
In fashion, it doesn't. In
fashion, it does, but it's not as much as lifestyle.
Because detail is for what the person is wearing.
Yes.
Okay, so now taking this to the topic we were discussing about fashion and all of that. So are you saying, I'll still ask this question, okay. Are you saying there was no photographer in Nigeria, or there isn't any photographer in Nigeria at the moment that stands out as a fashion photographer that could have pulled off, forget natural lights, because there are photographers out there that will come through and they will deliver and you'll be like, what is this madness or this goodness?
Sorry, you believe so much in Nigerian photography.
Can we see this man? I want to support. No, why don't you believe in it? Why don't you believe in the Nigerian photography community?
I believe in Nigerian photography. I believe in the community. I just feel like, we are not diverse enough. Like, I feel like we do the same thing.
Explain this thing well before I come for you.
I still feel like we do the same thing. That's just the truth. Nobody thinks about a photographer that is just coming up, is looking at a Nigerian photographer. He's not looking outside. What are they doing outside in Turkey? What are they doing outside in Korea? What are they doing outside in other countries? How do they position themselves? How do they take pictures? We still keep ourselves within ourselves. We don't want to do outside. We are just within. Let's take care of ourselves and do things for ourselves. And the reason why someone outside will not really look inside is because the person is not seeing the standard of outside. Imagine, I'm coming from outside.
Yes.
My view, everything that I'm seeing, it's outside. I don't know what is happening inside here. And even if I know, it does not meet the standard of what I'm seeing outside. Do you get me?
I think I do get you, but it's confusing. Why am I? Wait, what? But why?
I think the way I'm putting it.
No. Why should I look outside? Why must the matrix or the standard be outside?
Okay.
There's beauty when you capture. So the thing about capturing the way we capture, in my own perspective and understanding, is that you are capturing our emotions, our culture, our colors. Our skin tone is different. What makes us different is we have a lot.
Yes.
So the way a Nigerian person, even when it comes to makeup sometimes, there are little makeup artists out there that can actually pull off a Nigerian face beat on, the way makeup will look like on a Nigerian person or a black person on a white person. Because this is our culture, our skin tone, the colors we have available.
Yes.
Do you understand? That's why our pictures might look the same. That's my own argument. Because if you say we should keep looking outside, but I grew up in Nigeria.
Yes.
I know I will travel out and all of that.
Yes.
But right now, I am still shooting Nigerian way.
Yes.
Also, how many Nigerians or how many clients would appreciate you shooting a outside way? I don't understand if you...
They will do over time.
That's the thing, but nobody wants to start. When it's time for my wedding, who am I looking at? I open Instagram, I see this photographer, I call somebody, maybe I can't afford that photographer, I call somebody and say, guy, this is how I want my wedding to be. I don't open Instagram and look for a Mumbai or an Indian photographer and say, oh, this is how I want my pictures to look like, except it's a destination wedding. It's Nigeria. The way our colors are, the way our clothes are, the way the vibe is, the way you will shoot, the way you will shoot Nigerian after party is not the same way you will shoot, reception or trad wedding. Do you understand? Sorry, what did you want to say?
You just said something now. You said, when I open Instagram, I won't look for an Indian photographer, right?
Yes.
Same applies to I won't look for a Nigerian photographer.
That is for you outside the country.
Yes, for those. But what we are looking at is we want to position ourselves both in Nigeria and outside the country. We want to be everywhere.
They need to learn how to like what we do.
No.
That's my own solution.
I won't agree with that.
They need to like to.
It's when we do it differently. It's when we do it differently.
Why am I doing it differently?
You said something about culture.
Yes.
You said something about culture and tradition.
Yes, yes,
now,
yes.
You are taking a traditional wedding, and your background is giving hotel for a traditional wedding. Is that uniqueness?
That was
You should
before.
be able to tell the story of the culture with the picture. That's what will make you stand out. Like the background should relate with the... Do you get it now? So I'm not talking about, oh, maybe someone that is black, I should turn the person to white. No, that's not what I'm talking about. If you look at photographers in Japan, their pictures is beyond skin tone. It's beyond retouching. They tell stories of their culture and then the person in view, the client they're taking. So now, if I want to take, let's say, sorry for that. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
Let's say if I want to be known as a wedding photographer, I know it's hard for clients, but I should be able to convince my client that, hey, let's just take this picture here. But clients will say, no, my friends, they will say, why we take with this kind of background? Meanwhile, that background will make my work stand out.
I think I need to cut you there. I think one thing you are trying to say that I'm trying to understand, so that we know that we're understanding each other, is that we should take, for instance, the old trad thing and all of that. When it comes to shooting trad, I think we should implement tradition to trad. But now, wait, white wedding is white wedding. I mean, it's in the name. It is a white wedding. There's just a way it shows. Do you understand? Like, I don't, if we're talking about the way Nigerian photography or the community is underexposed, now using white people, using people outside as our matrix to develop is what I'm not accepting, because we're supposed to use what we have. This is Nigeria. Now, see that fashion, kinikon. You go to, you don't have to necessarily use flowers to show that you're fashion. You can use, it's Nigeria, depict us.
There are many places.
I think that's the problem that we have.
Different places in Nigeria.
We are westernizing everything. We're westernizing everything. Because why would you tell me to look outside? Is that look outside that is still throwing me off? Because why am I looking outside?
Because I want to do things. I want to do things differently. That's why I look outside.
So you're saying that.
And when I'm looking outside, I have something in mind.
Adibini, I know you. Adibini, I know you now. Because I am not even buying this idea of, I'm listening.
See something. Like, when I'm looking outside, someone that is looking outside is not just looking outside. I mean, we don't have snow in Nigeria. Do you get it now? But I can copy the method, the techniques in how this person took this picture. Like now, we have different types of lighting. We have butterfly lighting, we have split lighting, we have... Most photographers is just one butterfly. You should be able to do different things for different scenarios.
I mean, you can always be the first to start, you know what I'm saying?
I know. If you check please don't check my page, because I'm not doing what I'm saying. See
long
something.
Run.
See something. I know it's hard. Nigerian photographers, I understand it's hard. People won't accept you at first, but you will be unique. I'm telling you, you'll be unique.
Then you start. I mean, then you start. Because no, you can't preach what you don't practice. You can't preach what you don't practice.
That's why I said I'm coming.
Because see, for us to start something new, people look at it like, what is this? What are those? What are you doing? Before you will have people that will accept you. Because for me now, it is a known thing that, ad light is for products. When you want to shoot product photography, just use ad lights, use very, very harsh lights. It will pop the shadows and everything. How many photographers do you think out there, or how many people do you think will be able to use ad light to do wedding shoots?
But it's not every time. You don't have to use ad light every time.
No, it's not every time. People don't barely use it. That's what you're saying. They'll use softbox. Why can't we try to use it? But because it is not just the way, how do I put this? It's not just the aquasile. It's not just the way things are being. And again, we thrive in being safe. Like, we thrive in being... Do you understand?
The problem.
We thrive... How is there a problem? We thrive in being safe because how many photographers... I've seen some photographers that will reach out to us on CAMERAjOINT, and I look at their page. I love what they are doing. Their standard. Take, for instance, look at... I'm not trying to shade him, but look at Lex Ashworks. See the way he does his stuff.
That's what we're talking about.
You see? That's a photographer. So why did she not call that kind of photographer? It's unique. It stands out.
But see something.
Wait. Wait. But continue, I bet.
Okay, see something. See the guy you just mentioned. This guy is consistent with his style.
Yes.
But he's not well known yet.
I mean, like people know him, but people do not copy stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
Like, the reason why he's not well known yet is probably because he didn't had something to spice it.
I don't understand.
Okay, I'm not giving you advice, sir. Please, sir. So, I can never do that. Okay, so look at something. I will use myself as an example.
Sorry,
before I started doing skits.
You do? Oh yes, skits, your reels and stuff.
Just reels, just briefly. Nobody knows Smazzi. And even up to now, nobody really knows Smazzi. Do you know that people come to my skits and only like my skits? They don't like my jobs, my pictures. People follow me because of the skits. You get it now? Only some persons that really kind of like me personally, that will not say, okay, I will book this guy. I'll book this guy because I like him personally. I would like to have an experience with him. But 90% is because of these kids. Likes and comments is these kids. They don't care about the pictures.
How does this relate to the person we're talking about?
So now, the reason why it's like that is because I didn't balance it well, because I was doing more of these kids because, boy, I needed something to push out myself. I mean, for a photographer, if you are doing something and then that thing is not working, you should be able to change strategy. You should be able to change strategy that will put you out there. Then when you're out there, then you start loading your works.
Cut you. I think Lex Ash is a known person. And again, his temperament is not the outside person.
Yeah.
You barely even see him outside. Like, he's so, I won't say shy or timid. He's so introverted. And I think he has his own customers who...
He has his own customers.
Do you understand? Like, he's not even trying to help you struggle.
Thank you. He does. But we are looking at global.
But that's what I'm saying. If someone checks on Lex Ash page and say, oh, they want to like hire someone, something, I think Lex Ash stands a chance. You don't think he stands a chance? Like, you don't think an international somebody
yes, they can.
So
but
that begs the question of you saying that there is nobody in Nigeria that currently would pull off what this foreign photographer would.
Okay, so I'll still go back.
I'm still listening. There are still photographers where they might hand. Like,
I know now.
Yeah, I'm listening.
So let's still go back to you looking for a way to just go out there, because I don't want to. Me as a photographer personally, I don't want to shoot for only Nigerians. I want to shoot for both. I want to shoot in UK, US, Paris, different places. I want people in China to reach out to me and call me for my jobs. I want people outside. But am I positioned for that yet? No. I'm not. Do you get the picture now? So what do I have to do to position myself for that? That means I have to think, I have to look inward, I have to plan strategically. What do they, outside there, what's the standard outside there?
I think that's the problem. You are doing outside. What about Nigerian photographers that just like, they want their Nigerian side? Let's talk about this part of the underexposure of Nigeria when it comes to pricing. Okay. Because now, we'll not still use that person, but let's still talk about it. The amount that person paid, right?
Yes.
For the photographer, I think it was 30 million.
30 million.
30 million. So you're telling me
private jets to Nigeria.
So you're telling me there are no Nigerian photographers that would even collect not up to that. I think that's even where the slap came from. Because you think, I don't want to mention him. This person in photography is charging me 10 million. Will you be able to pull it off? Well. Let's not forget that she's a fashion person. And this photographer is like one of the A-list fashion photographers out there. But you can't tell me Nigerian photographers are not known for their fashion styles and all of that when it comes to shooting fashion photography and all of that. Oh, that thought. Something happened earlier and they were talking about, paying 600K for videography and photography. And we're discussing it in the studio that some people will still collect that. Yes. That is one of the issues that it is undermining Nigerian photography. Because people, why would you charge 600,000 naira and pay someone, like why would you budget, it was not even the charge, 600K for the people that will basically capture the entire moment and give you the chance to revisit this thing. Why do Nigerian photographers always accept like script like that? Because when we're arguing, it was something like, there are people out there that will still collect it. They will still do photo book. They will still be there early. They will still bring light people.
They will give their best because it's a content for them, not just the money.
With the 600K?
It's a content, not just the money.
I don't understand.
Okay, so now we need to know that there are A-list photographers, there are B-list photographers, there are C-list photographers, and there are D-list, there are even Z-list photographers. The Z-list are guys that are just coming up. I mean, these guys came from the gutter, you know. So 600K, we had up with the 500K in his account to get a new lens.
No. Wait. 600K was not just for photography. It was for photography and videography. So this is telling me something, that these people barely pay their light people. This is where you talk about where your friend said and drag that person, but don't mention him. Because wait, you're telling me that somebody will come. Let's tell you how Nigerian photography run. Nigerian photography is something that in the morning they will do trad. Some will do trad in the morning. The bride will go wear something with her bridals. They will do pictures, go to church, cover the event in church, go to reception, cover the event in reception, then do after party. And to make matters worse, they will still do photo book. On top that 600K, and video guy to carry video, do teaser, do this one, do that one, and light boys. And after that, they will still treat photographer scrappily. In this age and stage, let me just say something. In this age and stage, any photographer that is collecting 600K for videography and photography, they should be thrown out of the community. Take it or leave it. Yes. Oh. Because if you keep taking jobs, like that, it's a slap. Because now somebody is not going to come up and say, "Oh, I'm charging 2 million." Not even 2 million, say small. You're charging 5 million, and they will say, "I have someone that will do 600K, and we will give me photo book." Don't you understand? That's one of the reasons why we are underexposed.
Okay, so we have different kind of clients. So we have different kind of photographers. There's A-list photographer, there's B-list photographer, there's C-list photographer. There's A-list client, there's B-list client, and there's C-list client. The C-list client is the one that will come with 600K and say, I want photo book, wedding, pre-wedding, and all these things. Everything in the 600K. Do you get it? So if she goes for the A-list and the A-list is telling her that photography is 5 million, videography is 10 million. So altogether 15 million. She will take a sander, dust it, and run.
But it's not the same thing they are shooting. No, wait, it's not the same thing, Pastor. Let me not slap ourselves in the face. It's not almost like what makes, it's all about prowess and the way, the photographer also. Name two matters.
Yes.
Right? The person you are bringing, I'm bringing this person. A serious photographer that's collecting 600K. Wait, do you know how much it costs? Now, imagine the photographer. The photographer does not have all the equipment,
Yes.
All that. It does not have all the equipment we use. It will rent. And that is where slavery comes in, because these guys that are using, the people that will edit the pictures, you will not give them any money. Because how much? Break 600K down and let's do it the math. So you will give your video guy how much? So you give your video guy, I want to help you guys if you are still collecting 600K. So you give your videographer, look for a videographer that you can pay 180K to shoot the wedding. And then you have how much? You have 420. That 420, use it as, that 20K on top, use it as Uber to go to your location. Up fuel. Going and forward. Going fuel. And coming back. Or fuel. That's if you have a car. Keep going. 400K. So we have 400K left. Remove. I don't want to speed the bars here, so they will not be, so you people, your materials is cheap. But I bet you you can walk. I bet you a photographer, you can do a photo book of 50K. I mean, even less as if photo book. Do you get it now? So when you do a photo book of, let's say 35,000 naira for the client, you do a frame of, let's say 25,000 naira, but you still have something. This is not feasible. It doesn't even work. It does not even sound like something that works. 600K. That's why it's for C-list. It's not for A-list. It's not for B-list. That can't even be C-list. That's like none of the alphabet list. Because no, 600K. Break it down now. And again, on top of that, they will still treat the photographer like scrap at the event. They will not give. You have to feed your team. You have to feed your team. But the client is not seeing you as somebody that she appreciates. That's the problem.
So you can't finish yourself now, bruh. You can't finish yourself.
Why would you do a job that I don't appreciate? Like, I mean,
I need to survive. This is my only livelihood. I have bills to pay. Do you get the point now?
No, I do not get the point. I do not.
It's because of you're a wealthy woman.
I'm not a wealthy woman.
15 million for me, please.
No, let's have this conversation with all seriousness now.
Okay.
Charging 600,000 naira for a job with photography. I even forgot. They will say they want drone.
Yeah.
How much? Do you know how much drone pilots collect these days? And then you are paying. It still says a lot. They are paying makeup artists, even the dress. I was looking at that. Let me check it. I was looking at the breakdown, and I was like, 600K was like the least. And I'm like, you people treat photographers like we're begging you for this job when you're supposed to be begging us.
Do you know that there are some photographers that still collect 500K, even 400 for both for video and pictures?
MC and DJ 800K. MC and DJ 800K.
Is it not just to talk?
Light and effect 1M. Decor 3M. Please. Who is capturing the moment? Who is saving the moment? Do you understand?
That's the point.
When these are some of the things that would make us look like scrap. I understand where you're coming from. The whole list and 600K. But like we're saying, it's a slap on your face. Because if I collect 600K, and people are putting out there like, Dreyfus is collecting 600K now, so you, how much do you want to collect? It's free, you do it, gone. It is just if we want to help ourselves in this community, let's try to respect ourselves. Because, take for instance, if I collect 600K, I don't have mouth. Anybody that is lesser than me cannot collect anything higher than that. Okay. It affects the way being it is. And that's why I just feel like we should talk about the way forward. Okay. Because underexposure, like you have said, what you said is that the reason why we're underexposed is because our structure, we have to focus in-house. We're not doing anything like, for the bigger picture. So now, what is going to be your solution for this underexposure of the Nigerian photography scene and people bringing people from outside the country and all of that, and also pricing 600K? Come on.
I would like to talk about the pricing and the solution for the pricing and all. Okay. So this is one thing. I would advise upcoming photographers to have a mentor. Someone they look up to.
Wait, they will not have mentor. You will not say, they are copying everything again, that they don't have their own mind of their own now.
No, me, I didn't say that.
That's what you said. You said, I'm listening to you.
Okay,
mentor,
so when a photographer has a mentor, he'll be able to, when a client reached out, he'll quickly reach the mentor. Sir, someone does reach out to me. I don't know what to charge this client. Although a photographer should have a price list, at least a price list. And I believe the mentor should have put the photographer through. That, see, this is what I charge personally. I charge 1 million for photography. So you that you are still coming up, I've been in your stage before. So when I was in your stage, I didn't do it well. This was the mistake I made. So you do this, you do that to avoid this. Okay. Don't talk to the client directly. Hire a girl that can just use sweet voice to talk to the client. And, so a mentor will put you through. Instead of you just doing it by yourself, me and myself and my own, I will finish it. I will make sure that I do it by myself. When we have mentors, when photographers have mentors, the industry will change. That low price thing will die gradually. It might not die immediately, but it will die. At least it will decrease. I know there are some strong-headed photographers that will be like, mommy, I got shop. Do you
understand?
That they will see. There are some people that will not hear, but I mean,
to help us, to bring us out of this this vibe that they are giving us, that they don't think Nigerian photographers can do it or something like that. And I will say about the whole the way forward for this is also like what you said earlier. Not like I'm supporting you, but like what you said earlier. You said something like, do that thing. do your thing. Like create your own niche, right? And stick with your niche. Like before you know it, people will definitely start liking what you do.
Thank you.
Do you understand? I'm not supporting. I agree to disagree, right?
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, take for instance the same person we mentioned. Now, if you want to do an editorial, I think there are a lot of photographers out there, but still singular, like pinpointing or spotlighting Lex Ash. He has a lot of editorial pictures. Like if you're someone that likes editorial stuff, his pictures are good for you to publish and say something. There are also other photographers out there that I don't just want to mention. When it comes to wedding photography, as long as you can afford. See, in Nigeria currently, we have A-list, B-list, C-list, even Z-list photographer that would do well for you.
Yes,
you
that's true.
You do not have to bring somebody out of the country because, I'm telling you, I'm in a community and I know how this thing slapped them. It was like an insult because imagine a photographer from Nigeria was going to pull that off. Do you know how it would have affected upcoming photographers or people that look up to that person? Please.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you said you mentioned that guy Lex Ash.
Yes.
So Lex Ash is style photography. Do we have any photographer in Nigeria that does that?
Yes. There are a couple of photographers that
which they copied from him.
It might not be copied now. Abi, there's this.
What I'm saying is this: Lex Ash bettered his own style from looking outside because it's obvious that he didn't learn it inside Nigeria.
I don't know.
Do you get the point now?
I'm listening.
Although we still look at it and say this looks like a Nigerian picture, but it's unique. It's obvious that this guy is not looking at one senior man in Nigeria. He's looking beyond senior man. He's looking at maybe one international photographer. And then now, he's not saying, I want to be shooting like him. He's like, okay, me, what do I have here in Nigeria? Okay, I have black beauties in Nigeria. So I can be shooting my Nigerian black beauties like the way this guy used to shoot it. Do you get the point now? So that makes him unique. Not like we Nigerians that we are looking at Lexa. Instead of us to... And funny enough, people follow people for results' sake. Because he's making money. You too, you want to follow him. He's making money, you want to follow him. Instead of, you should look beyond money. You are someone that you are very, very good at... You are very, very good at street photography. But because street photography is not making money yet, you are not like, Felix Crown. I like his style. You are not learning that editing style. Felix Crown. So now you now became like Felix Crown. People cannot even differentiate you and Felix Crown. Do you get the picture now?
I'm silent not because I'm agreeing with you. I'm silent because I'm just looking at you. I'm just looking at you.
That's okay. That's okay.
Let's have it. Let's have it. But I understand. No. Okay, fine. I will say I understand. I understand what you are saying, especially the part where you said many people are now going to be copying Lex Ash. Many people are copying Lex Ash because for money's sake, he did it. He bettered his own style.
I love this style.
Yes. But then again, it is what you see, you use. Like it's even better when you use a Nigerian as your mentor.
Yes, thank you. I want to give you one example again. I took a picture 2020. That picture, it was for a competition, and then I won $1,000 with that picture.
Oh, good.
I became first out of about 5,000 photographers from different countries on a particular contest. And that picture, I got the inspiration of that picture from what happened. And I couldn't, when the thing happened, I didn't picture like I can create it until I saw a photographer that took a picture that tells the story of that scene. I was like, boy, this is nice. So I had that picture in my head. Because I was interested in the case that happened then. So the picture was in my head. So I went online and then I saw this contest. I joined. I saw Emotion 2020. Then I started thinking. I've seen a picture. Then I now brought this guy picture. Oh, wow. This guy picture. But I'm not going to take it like him because I don't have the things he has.
Okay.
So I was not like, what do I have? I pictured my friend. I pictured one white guy, which is like albino. I pictured him. I pictured one of my friends. Is Lou Femix. Please follow him. Lou Femix is a great guy. He's a great guy. So I pictured this guy too. I was like, okay. I now copied the concept of that guy. You heard about the death of George Floyd?
Yes.
that was the story we told. The guy told the story, but me, I feel like this guy didn't finish it.
So you have the capacity to finish it.
So me, I was like, boy, I can finish this thing.
Oh, yeah, no.
So based on my thinking, and then when I looked at what was on ground, I was able to bring my own picture out.
Yeah.
I would have loved to show you people that picture. And then the picture of that guy too. So you can see that this guy actually copied, but he didn't copy it fully. Even the guy cannot even say, I copied him. Do you get it now? So now, I'm not saying go outside there, go and be copying everything that they are doing. No.
Tweak it.
Tweak it. Take it. And make sure that the person that you copied you have the same emotion, like it's sharing your emotion.
Your vibe.
Because photography is beyond just taking pictures. Photography has to do with your soul. What is in your soul? What is your experience? What have you experienced about life? That's what you are communicating. You can see that I'm a therapist.
Which
I can mentor you. Forget, it's just that I don't have name yet, but I'm coming.
He said it's coming. It's coming. Although I would like to keep going with you on this topic, but I think our time has gone. And I think we'll let our audience to decide and see. Well, we started off talking about different things and we went into different things. And I hope like we've been able to like convince and not confuse you. But I still stand on my own. I still stand on my own point, not shaking, not anything, and it's still standing on A's. But other than that, this is still Beyond Cameras with CAMERAjOINT, and we've had the amazing or talented guest rant and talk about everything, Mike Salmo. So thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
In as much as I want to continue this, we can continue after.
Yes.
But in as much as I want to continue this, we just need to like end it and all of that. So thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're
thank
welcome.
you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
A big shout out to our audience and everyone that is watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, share, and also comment whatever you want us to discuss about. Drag him. You can cut that out. But just follow him on Instagram and follow us too on Instagram. Don't forget, like I said, there are a lot of gifts to be won on this show. So we'll be picking at random people to win our gifts. Until next time, I remain Joyfulness. Thank you so much for watching and bye.